Good morning, everybody. Happy Super Blue Blood Moon Eclipse Day. Try saying that 3 times fast. This is the Daily Dose, and I'm Jeff Bollier.
I'm Shelby, and we are live here at the Attic Books and Coffee in downtown Green Bay. And Jeff, it's not once in a blue moon that we are here. We come here a lot.
We do come here a lot, but you know, I was thinking, it's been once since I've been here.
That's true. Same here for me. I think we just kind of been bopping around the city, which is great, but it's good to be back.
Lots going on, but indeed, very good to be back. And we are indeed celebrating with the traditional cup of coffee.
Yeah, I didn't get any today.
Yeah.
I don't know. I need to wake up, so I need to get some coffee.
Maybe it's the Super Blue Blood Moon that's getting to you.
Right, and so if people weren't necessarily the earliest of risers this morning, we do have some pictures, and I do believe a live-ish feed on our website this morning, so make sure to check out our homepage and click on that, the Super Blue Blood Moon Eclipse.
Alrighty, that's a lot going on there.
Yeah.
So, and we have a lot going on here in the wonderful Green Bay area.
We do.
And we're going to start, though, with something kind of...
Well, we have our weather first. Let's start with our... We can't forget our weather today because it's kind of snowy out there.
It is kind of snowy
How
out
could
there.
you forget, Jeff?
And we're looking at a high of 37, low of 5. Don't worry, this should kind of... the snowing should kind of stop around
Yep.
a little after. It should be actually pretty sunny this afternoon. So maybe all of the snow will melt and be done with it.
Regardless, I dressed for comfort today. Snowy day, kind of a slow-moving morning. I am dressed comfy. No shame.
It is jeans and a sweater.
It really, really is. Or leggings and a sweater. And a scarf.
Or leggings.
To keep warm.
And boots.
To keep warm. Yeah, so Jeff, as he had previously mentioned, we have a very interesting/scary story that happened between Monday and yesterday. Samantha Hernandez and Paul Stewart both reported on this about 17-year-old Dylan Wilbur having been arrested for armed burglary and armed robbery. You'll recall that on Monday, several schools were put on lockdown because of a suspect that was apparently running around with a gun. What had happened was that a woman was driving in her car. She stops her car right in front of a police vehicle, and someone comes running out of the vehicle holding a gun and runs away. So they were looking for this guy. He had apparently went into her house to try to rob it, not knowing that she was there.
And then forced her into her car.
So scary.
And so if you saw a whole bunch of squad cars and police presence on the near west side on Monday afternoon, 3, 4, 5, 6 o'clock, this is what was going on. Was they were sort of looking for this guy. He ended up being taken into custody on 9th Street. They got a tip as to where he was.
Right.
So,
very important part of that story there.
So concern is over, but we're expecting him to probably be in court for an initial appearance today, tomorrow.
Yeah, sometime this week, I would say.
Yeah.
Armed burglary and armed robbery. I can't imagine what that woman... Yeah, I can't imagine what that woman was experiencing or feeling at that time. Could you imagine just someone, first of all, breaking into your house and then forcing you into your car and she did not know this person at all. Like, this is just a random person who broke into her house. So scary, and I'm glad that she's okay.
Definitely,
and everyone else is okay too.
And that this person was apprehended. So
exactly.
So in a much more fun story, though, or hopefully good news story for you Quick Trip fans out there, I got word from the lacrosse-based convenience store chain that another Quick Trip is coming to town. This, by my count, will be 16 in the greater Green Bay area.
Okay.
That being sort of Howard, Swamico, Equabanana, Pier, Alloway, etc. This one is coming to Alloway. And it's going to be 2203 Southwestern. It's the site of what used to be the Alloway BP. Basically, Quick Trip has made no bones about the fact that they have wanted to have a full-service location in Alloway on Webster Avenue, and so it appears that they finally got their location. Renovation's going to start in March. It should open as a Quick Trip by July.
Now, Jeff, this is kind of a silly question, but is Quick Trip only in Wisconsin?
No, Quick Trip is it's kind of spilling over into Minnesota and a little bit, I believe, into Illinois.
Okay.
Maybe into Michigan.
I will say, because a lot of my family members are just absolutely in love with Quick Trips. We don't have them where I'm from in Illinois, in St. Charles. But they were like, you have a treasure here. These gas stations are amazing. The convenience stores have like everything you could possibly need and more. And they love them. So, really cool.
So last fall, when I talked to somebody from the National Convenience Store Association for a story about how grocery stores are changing and everything like that. We called it Grocery Wars. It was a USA Today Wisconsin Network series. And when I talked to this guy from the Union Store Federation, he was like, man, you guys have one of the best in the area, in the country, for just sort of like innovation. He's like, they really do embrace innovation. They do try different things and take different approaches. So it is really kind of a very popular one.
Favorite Quick Trip snack? Go.
Favorite Quick Trip snack? I do like their French donuts.
I was going to say donuts. I love their white frosted donuts, not the filled ones though. No one likes filled donuts. If you do, you are
What is
weird,
it, Wisconsin?
And I cannot with you.
Okay, only in Wisconsin have I been to donut shops where all of the long johns are cream filled, either cream filled or jelly.
I don't care.
I think it does too.
And the worst part is when you buy them thinking that they're regular, and for some reason, and it's your fault because you don't pay attention, and you bite into them. It is just the worst. I can't. Sorry, my rant for the day is over. If you comment below.
If you are pro jelly or custard filled donut, please by all means make your case to us in the comments below. But
we love you watching our show, but we won't be having donuts with you anytime soon.
Robert, our man in the office, says that donuts are bad for you. Now I kind of want to bring donuts into the office, but anyway.
I kind of want to too. We don't eat donuts for necessity. It's because
it's for love.
Them. Yeah, it's for love.
But you break our heart with custard-filled donuts.
Yes, it's just wrong. So. It's unnatural. Okay, so
anyway,
moving forward.
This Wednesday, that means that it's Shelby's column day.
It is my column day. So I came across this new study that shows that teens who spend more time in front of their screens, like your phone, your tablet, whatever, are less happy than teens who spend more time doing other activities like sports, face-to-face social interaction. Not really surprising there, but I have to sort of wonder. I mean, I'm 26, not super far off from that age group, at least the 18-year-olds that they were talking about in this study. I have to wonder, though, are these people really experiencing the absence of happiness, or is that you're so zoned out that you're really not feeling much of anything? Because I will admit, I spend a lot of time in front of the screen at work, right? I come home and occasionally I will use my personal time to be on my phone, and sometimes I don't even realize what I'm doing. I'm scrolling through Facebook and it's like a half hour later and I look up and it's like, what just happened?
Well, I mean, that's part of what a lot of people are sort of pressing Facebook on right now, and Snapchat and other companies about, sort of like, you need to stop. It's not right that they sort of use, it's not conditioning, but they just, they have like feedback loops that encourage learned behaviors that are like, stay on, keep going. You know what I mean? It's everything from, that little notification that says that somebody liked something of yours to comments and everything. It's almost like social media or, the availability or accessibility of everything instantly gives us like this globalized inadequacy complex.
But it's also like, if you're admittedly unhappy and you spend a lot of time in front of a screen, it's also your job to be accountable and make a change for yourself. It's not that hard. I think that as a learned behavior, and screens have become necessary in our society, whether you're working on computers, learning on computers, which is all great, but I think you have to be in tune with your own emotions, and you need to make the best choices for yourself. No one's forcing you to be on your phone all the time.
I mean, it can be difficult for some people with serious sort of social anxiety or just general anxiety. Sometimes they feel that when they cannot be social or that they have trouble with social interaction, that, social networks kind of give them an outlet that is helpful. But, those are sort of exceptions to the rule that you're talking about, where in general, people are starting to have their eyeballs literally glued to their phone or their tablet screen.
Well, Jeff, if you were to get up from our coffee date this morning and I was here by myself, one of the first things I'd probably think of doing is reaching for my phone. And it's really weird that we know that this loneliness is temporary, yet we literally cannot sit by ourselves for a moment and just like, kind of look around. I think that that's also another sign of insecurity and not being in touch with your own emotions. Like, just sit there. You don't have to constantly go to your phone.
Or is it any different from people who, can't stop talking, when there's, they can't enjoy a moment of silence or think to themselves, where they have to keep talking and they have to keep somebody in, some people have to keep doing things, that they can't just sort of sit and relax or recharge.
I guess my point is that if you're admittedly unhappy and you know that you're addicted to your cell phone or your screens or anything like that, just make a positive change. Now is the time. It's the new year. Just try to limit yourself.
Addiction is strong, though. These are not.
Oh,
but I mean,
please!
these are not,
this is just technology. I'm saying that if you limit yourself,
is addictive behavior.
if you limit yourself and just be aware of it, and you do make more time for things that do make you happy, like exercising or socializing with friends, I think everybody's good to go.
Well, but I do understand what you're saying, but also, I mean, it is hard to unlearn behaviors, especially, and I think what some people believe is sinister about some websites and some, our connectedness and devices now is that you don't always realize that you're being conditioned to do something. I'm not trying to say that there's not some sort of personal responsibility or level of responsibility on the individual, but I'm just saying sometimes people don't even realize that they are being subjected to conditioning factors that occur to them, so they're not always on the lookout for it. But
I think a lot of these young people too haven't also come to the realization that with social media especially, people put only the good stuff about their life. So when they're kind of flipping through and they see all this fun, good stuff happening to other people, I don't really necessarily think it's immediate unhappiness. I think it's sort of this jealousy. But I think the older you get, the more you realize that there are struggles in everybody's life. You're not necessarily going to broadcast them out. Life is not perfect for really anyone.
Well, and if you need or want help, it's out there. Reach out, connect with people. Come have a cup of coffee at your local coffee house.
Yeah, face-to-face interaction is good stuff.
Yeah, it generally is. So.
And here we are talking to a camera.
Yes.
All right, I think that's going to do it for our show this morning. Thank you so much for watching as always, and make sure to like and share this video. And we will see you bright and early on Thursday morning. Jeff, this week is going by so fast.
Oh man, it's only Wednesday. I hope it goes by fast.
We'll see you tomorrow on Thursday.
Yes, we will.
One more step closer to Friday.